Is it any wonder that lighthouses are often associated with ghost stories? Over the centuries, countless shipwrecks occurred near these coastal sentinels. Keepers often witnessed firsthand the tragic loss of life, the cries of the dying carried on the wind. They were the ones who recovered bodies from the surf, tending to the injured and offering what solace they could to grieving families. It is perhaps this close proximity to death and suffering that has cemented the lighthouse's place in supernatural lore. The spirits of those lost at sea, it is said, are drawn to these beacons of light, seeking solace, guidance, or perhaps a final resting place. Across the United States, from the rocky shores of New England to the windswept beaches of the Pacific Northwest, tales of haunted lighthouses abound. Each lighthouse has its own unique story to tell, its own cast of spectral residents. There's the St. Augustine Lighthouse in Florida, where the playful spirits of two young girls who tragically died on the property are said to roam the grounds. Visitors report hearing their laughter echoing through the tower, and some even claim to have captured their images in photographs. Then there's the Point Lookout Lighthouse in Maryland, perched at the confluence of the Chesapeake Bay and the Potomac River. This historic lighthouse, which served as a prison camp during the Civil War, is said to be haunted by the ghosts of Confederate soldiers who died within its walls. Visitors and staff have reported cold spots, disembodied voices, and even full-bodied apparitions in Confederate uniforms. And who could forget the eerie tales of the old light station at Whitefish Point in Michigan? This remote lighthouse, located on a treacherous stretch of Lake Superior known as the Graveyard of the Great Lakes, has witnessed its share of maritime disasters. Legend has it that the spirits of drowned sailors still roam the shore, their cries carried on the wind, forever searching for the safety they were denied in life. These are just a few of the countless haunted lighthouses that dot America's coastlines, each with its own chilling tales to tell. Off the coast of Maine, shrouded in fog and legend, stands Seguin Island Lighthouse. It is here, on this desolate rock, that one of America's most enduring ghost stories unfolds, a tale of love, loss, and the unyielding grip of the past. The story begins in the mid-1800s with the newly appointed lighthouse keeper, Captain Joshua Strout, and his beloved wife, Naomi. Isolated from the mainland, their only companions the crashing waves and the cries of seabirds, the couple found solace in each other's company. However, their idyllic existence was shattered when tragedy struck. Naomi, driven to madness by the isolation and silence of the island, took her own life. Distraught and heartbroken, Captain Strout continued his duties, his grief a constant companion. But Naomi's spirit, it seemed, refused to leave the island. Strange occurrences plagued the lighthouse. Footsteps always echoed in the empty tower. Captain Strout, though tormented by these unexplained events, never abandoned his post. He remained on Seguin Island until his own death, forever bound to the spirit of his beloved wife. To this day, visitors to Seguin Island Lighthouse report feeling a strange presence, a sense of being watched. Some claim to have heard Naomi's piano playing, its mournful tune a reminder of the tragedy that unfolded on this lonely rock so many years ago. What is it about haunted lighthouses that so captivates our imaginations? Is it the isolation, the constant presence of the sea, or the knowledge that these structures have borne witness to countless tragedies? Whatever the reason, there's no denying the eerie phenomena that have been reported at lighthouses across the globe. One of the most common experiences reported at haunted lighthouses is the feeling of being watched. Visitors and staff alike describe an unsettling sensation of eyes upon them, even when they know they are alone. This feeling is often accompanied by sudden drops in temperature, known as cold spots, which are believed by some to be indicative of a spiritual presence. Disembodied voices and footsteps are also frequently reported in these lonely structures. Whispers seem to emanate from empty rooms. Footsteps echo down deserted hallways, and the sounds of objects being moved or dropped break the silence of the night. Perhaps the most compelling evidence of hauntings comes in the form of apparitions. Shadowy figures glimpsed in the periphery, full-bodied apparitions that vanish as quickly as they appear, and even the ghostly images of former lighthouse keepers going about their duties have all been reported. Over the years, countless individuals have come forward with chilling personal accounts of encounters with the unexplained at haunted lighthouses. From seasoned paranormal investigators to curious tourists, these first-hand experiences offer a glimpse into the eerie phenomena that plague these coastal sentinels. One such account comes from a group of paranormal investigators who spent the night at the St. Simon's Island Lighthouse in Georgia. Armed with EMF readers, EVP recorders and infrared cameras, they hoped to capture evidence of the supernatural activity that had long been rumored to plague the lighthouse. As darkness descended, the team began to experience a series of unexplained events. EMF readings spiked erratically, disembodied voices whispered through their EVP recordings, and one investigator even claimed to have been touched by an unseen hand. Perhaps most compelling of all was the footage captured on their infrared camera, which appeared to show a shadowy figure moving through the lighthouse's lantern room. While skeptics may offer alternative explanations for these events, the investigators left St. Simon's Island convinced that they had encountered something truly unexplainable. Their experiences, along with the countless other personal accounts documented at haunted lighthouses across the country, raised tantalizing questions about the nature of reality and the possibility of life after death. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, please watch our other videos on America's serial killer family and dark secrets of the occult. Until then, stay curious, stay brave, stay haunted.